It's time for closing arguments. The prosecution up first.
Thank you, Ryan. Jody invented her parental abuse. Her parents denied it. You heard it. They talked about her childhood fantasy that she had, something that she made up. What do we know about Jody, though? When she's confronted with a problem, she makes things up. She invents things. Remember the ninjas? Don't forget the ninjas. The problem right now she has, her life is on the line. This is a death penalty case. She's invented abuse at the hands of Travis, at the hands of her parents. Common denominator, no physical evidence of it. She didn't grow up in a house full of abuse. She grew up in a house full of lies. Her lies.
All right. Now, the defense has asked me to pass these out to you as the defense delivers their closing arguments. Dwane Cates.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you to vote not guilty. Not guilty that Jody Arias is not guilty of the crime, but this not guilty signifies that there was abuse in that family. Ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of scary. Now imagine you're a 7-year-old child. That's what Jody Arias went through in that house. There's a spectrum of abuse. There's something wrong with this family. And even psychological abuse counts, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to ask you to hold up the not guilty sign to show that she was abused as a child. Thanks.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard closings from both sides. All the evidence is in. It's time for you to deliberate.
Yeah. Looks like the jury's reached a verdict, Judge. Let's go over to Ryan Smith.
Indeed, they have. The jury has a verdict. Let's read them off one by one. Juror number 1, guilty. Juror number 2, guilty. Juror number 3, guilty. Juror number 4, guilty. Juror number 5, guilty. Juror number 6, not guilty. Juror number 7, not guilty. Juror number 8, not guilty. Familiar juror number 9, not guilty. Juror number 10, guilty. Juror number 11, guilty. Juror number 12, not guilty. So a tight verdict, a tight decision tonight. And I just want to point out to the folks from home, I say familiar juror number 9, Holly Hughes. We know her. She's been in front of us on the defense side before. But I do want to get some comments and start with juror number 4 over here.
I just wasn't convinced that she really was affected by the abuse. And she wasn't even connected at all to what she was saying. I felt like she was being coached.
Okay. Juror number 8, why?
I just felt like someone of Jody Arias's mindset, there had to have been some abuse there.
Okay. And juror number 9, Holly Hughes. There was a cluster of jurors talking over here. Give us your sense of it.
Well, my sense is that the bold accusation tonight was she invented parental abuse, not she invented parental physical abuse. And I think that if you listen to those interrogation tapes, I'm not talking about what came out of Jody's mouth. I'm talking about what came out of her parents' mouth. Her father refers to her as she's an odd person. Her mother is saying, yeah, I interrogated her about whether she committed a murder. Right. The dynamic of how they refer to their own daughter, they never refer to her in loving terms. They're disassociated from her.
Good point. I got to cut you off because I want to get to our counsel over here. But that's what happens when you have an attorney on the jury. It happens, though, Vinny.
That's why you never allow an attorney on the jury, ladies. Because they take control in that jury.
But it happens.
Yeah, the bottom line, this is an important issue. If this gets to the penalty phase, the death penalty phase, this issue will be forefront, straightforward. Who is Jody Arias? Why is she the way she is? Why is she a murderer? And what I heard, I think it was from juror number 8, that this abuse is what led to it. That would keep her off death row. But yeah, great job by everybody tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right. Your verdict is in on today's issue. Tomorrow we'll have another bold accusation, another live studio jury, and yes, another verdict. That's it for HLN After Dark.